Everyone. My name is Mrs. Dale, and I thought that before we started talking, we would do a quick introduction so that you know who I am. Your teacher, Mr. Hari Krishna, has already kind of discussed with me who you guys are. I understand you are about 11 or 12 years old. Here in the United States, that would put you in 7th grade, which actually is the grade I used to teach. So I'm very familiar with what it's like to be 11 or 12 years old. I used to be that a long time ago. And then, of course, I have 2 children, and they are teenagers right now. So I have that experience with your age group. Plus, I used to teach 7th grade. I taught 7th grade for 9 years. So your teacher asked me to pronounce the name of your school. So he sent it to me, and I have to apologize up front. I am not good with using foreign names or words. So if I don't say this correctly, please give me grace. That means being nice to me. Yes? Okay, but I understand you go to ZPHS Ibrahim School. I hope that's not horrible. He explained that that's the name of the village too, that you guys all live in. So let's talk about where we live. I'm in the United States is my country, and in the United States we're divided into 50 states, and I live in Arizona. That's my state. And Arizona is very diverse. That means that there is a lot of differences. The first difference is in the climate, so like the temperature and the rainfall. I live in the desert part of Arizona, so it doesn't rain a lot. We do have a monsoon season where we get the majority of our rain. That's during August and September, but it is really hot, really hot. So we're at about 38 degrees Celsius right now, but we'll get up to like 41 degrees Celsius. That wouldn't be too abnormal. But because there's not a lot of rain, it's low humidity. So we call it a dry heat. So living in Arizona, in the part where I live in the desert, it's like if you went over to your oven and you opened up your oven and all that heat comes at your face. That's what it's like to go outside. It's dry because there's not much rain, but it's still very hot. Yeah. So let's see what else. So right now I don't teach 7th graders. Right now I teach high school. So my students are 15 to 18 years old, and they're in 10th, 11th, or 12th grade. In the United States, 12th grade is when high school ends, and then after that, kids can do what they please. So maybe they get a job, or they go to college, to a university, or they might go to a trade school to earn a certificate. So you could become like a veterinarian assistant, you could become an auto mechanic or an electrician, that kind of stuff. You could go into the military. You could get married and be a stay-at-home parent, whether it's a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad. That's cool too. Some students belong to a religion that's called the Church of Latter-day Saints. We also call them Mormons. And so they might go on a mission after high school. So for 2 years, they go serve in a community that they don't live in. So it could be anywhere in the world. And they have to go without their friends and family. And they have to go preach their religious beliefs. Yeah. So that's kind of my students. I teach science. I have 3 college degrees. So I have a Bachelor of Science in biology. I have a Bachelor of Science in psychology. And then I have a master's in education so that I can be a teacher. So that's kind of a little bit about me and where I live. I would love it if you guys could make a video, each one of you, and send me a note. Let me know what it is like where you live, and just a little interesting things. If you're not at school, what do you do for fun? What are your hobbies? What keeps you out of trouble? So anyhow, it's a pleasure to meet all of you. I think it will be fun to practice your English and for me to learn about India. Hopefully, when school starts here in the United States, maybe you guys can talk to my students. They learn about geology and in the environment. And I think it would be really interesting for them to learn what it's like to live in a different country on the other side of the world. That would be good. So I look forward to hearing from each and every one of you. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will sign off. Goodbye.